Hello and welcome to the Shaken Up Show Playing Away, episode 24. It's been a while. I've missed you all. How are you? I'm Jonny Greenhalgh. Tonight's guest is Mark Cook, who is the assistant manager of upcoming opponents Chadderton FC. But before then, I've just got a couple of announcements to go through. Tickets are now on sale for our final league home games. And with the finish line in sight, we would love you all to get down to the Newven and cheer the lads on. Make as much noise as possible and hopefully help us seal that promotion. Also, tickets for the final game of the season away at Golcar did go on sale today, and they sold out within a matter of minutes, which is fantastic. Hopefully Golcar will be able to up the allocation and we will get some more on sale, but we will see. Fingers crossed. One last thing, there are some lovely new bobble hats available at shop.buryafc.uk. Head over there, get yourself some nice new headgear, get to buryafc.uk/tickets to get your tickets. And now that's out of the way, Mark, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Doing all right, thanks. Appreciate you having us on.
Hey, no, it's my pleasure. So we're building up to our game this weekend. It feels like we've not played football in an absolute eternity. So it's great to have this cracking again, this show. Can you introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit how you got involved with Chadderton?
Yeah, so I'm assistant manager at Chadderton Football Club. The joint managers of Ben Greenidge and Carl Taylor. So I've known them two guys for a long time, playing football with them, having managed them both as well. I was manager at Chadderton for 3 years. About 6 years ago, joint manager with a guy called Steve Patterson, and we stepped down basically because of work commitments. The opportunity arose again when we was at Hayside in the Manchester Prem. So came up for grabs. So we went for it last minute, pretty much on the Friday. Got a nudge off one of the club members and said, "Are you applying for this job yet, or what?" So we went for it and we got it. And it's been a different one, to be honest. Obviously with COVID and this, that, and the other, and it's our real first season in the sea. First season there was a bit of a disaster. Last game we played was you guys actually on Boxing Day, and then that was it. So yeah, we're enjoying it. We're having a good season. For Chadderton standards, we're punching above our weight, I'd say. We had a rough run in November where we was on a real good run, and then we had a few sticky home games where we lost 3 in a spin, and it derailed us a little bit. But we've picked up since then, and we've had some good results. We're really pleased where we are. We'd like to be higher, obviously, and we feel like we could have got more points on the board, but I suppose every manager in the league can probably say that. So yeah, it's all good. Loving it.
Excellent. Now, always a bit of a silly question when the club is named after where it's from, but can you tell us whereabouts they're based in Chadderton and the name of the stadium?
So they're based on Broadway, which is coming off the A627. So you're coming into Chadderton, you'll go past the fire station, we're actually on the left there. You can see the ground. It's quite a focal point on Broadway. We've now got a new ground sponsor, Falcon Fire, one of the largest installs in the UK of sprinkler systems. So Steve has kindly done a 4-year sponsorship deal. We've named the ground after him. He doesn't want a lot in return. He came with a guy who we knew, and he recommended Steve, and Steve's been absolutely superb. He pretty much helped fund the finishing of the new club extension. It was like a knight in shining armour, to be honest. We would have been struggling around to finish the club if he didn't come along. So he's been to the ground a few times. He struggles with work commitments, but no, we're really fortunate to have him, and we try to give him as much press as we can through our media team, etc., because it's the least he deserves. So yeah, that's where we are. When your fans come across Saturday, hopefully in the numbers, they'll see the ground off Broadway. We're dead easy to find.
Fantastic. And talking about numbers, because we've travelled reasonably well this season. Some games been a bit disappointed. Others we've absolutely exceeded expectation, and and it's been fantastic. But what's the sort of record attendance with the with Chadderton? How have you done for attendances in your?
So Our best gate this season was what would normally be on Boxing Day. It was the Monday because it was classed as a bank holiday. And Golka came over. I think the gate were about 360. It was a really good gate. They brought a lot across Golka, and we had quite a few of our own fans in there. So on an average home gate, we'll average 170, 180, which is it's quite high in the county's first division. In the North Division, we're probably in the top four, I'd say. Our fan base is growing. We're getting a lot of new faces in the ground. The new clubhouse has really attracted new people into the ground, and the community are getting a lot more involved because we are reaching out a lot more to them now. So we've got Ryan who's been in touch with, and he's got his lads working from the media team, all for nothing, and really pushing our name out there. So it's working. We're dead happy with the way things are going.
We've seen with COVID as well that because obviously some non-league football was allowed to continue while league football was kiboshed, and it was attracting people down that may not have gone down before. I think it's brilliant. So with Chadderton, we've played you once. This will be our third time playing, will it? Because you played at our place twice now, haven't you?
Second time.
Second time at the
Newman. We have. Yeah, good experience.
So, our fans will know a little bit about Chadderton, but for those that don't, what's the club's nickname? Is there one? Because some clubs at this level don't have a nickname. Some have two.
Not really got one. Oh, Chaddy FC.
Yeah, there we go.
Chaddy FC.
Excellent.
If we weren't called that, we are now.
Coin it. There we go. That's it. Oh, yeah. New nickname. Done. Right, let me scroll down my questions again.
That's what everyone.
Up the Chad. There we go. Up the Chad. Are there any interesting facts about the club that our fans might find interesting? Anything in the history or?
Yeah, we've had a couple of pros playing for us. We've had David Platt, who's obviously went on to play for numerous clubs and played for England. John Pemberton, he played at Crystal Palace. We've currently got Paul Scholes, his lad Aaron, in our squad. He's been at Chadderton for 3 or 4 years now, developing, getting better all the time. Paul does come down to the games as much as he can when he's not obviously working on media work. So yeah, we've got a few people around the club there. We've got a decent history. We're a proud club. We're proud of our roots, and we're doing really well on and off the pitch. We're really happy with where the club's at the moment.
I did see some pictures of the clubhouse today, in fact, on your social media, and it looks brilliant. Looks fantastic. The work that's been done I can't wait to go in there and have a pint on Saturday.
Well, you know what? We're dead proud of what we've done because we was all involved in there. The managers, myself, Carl, Ben, Jamie from the reserves, Liam from the EDS, all the committee in there, stripping the walls down, ripping the old bar out, doing some plumbing work, a bit of IT work. Carl, the manager of the first team, he project managed the bar because his contacts are in the leisure industry. So we've all had a massive input in it, and it's been great to see. And we've all worked as a team. So yeah, we managed the first team, and the other lads do the reserves and stuff. But we also get our hands dirty and get stuck in, and we consider ourselves as good club people, and our heart's in it. That's why we wouldn't have done it otherwise. So we're very proud when we see people come in, and we get a lot of really positive feedback from teams in our league that have not played before. While the new club's been done, so we're dead happy they come up and they have a drink. They don't just clear off anymore, and it's great. And you know what, we're really looking forward to Bury coming across that because we've really made an effort leading up to this game. We've been having meetings about the game, and we're anticipating a lot coming over hopefully. And we've brought a outside catering facility in, outside toilets. We've brought 2 outside bars. We've got stewards on the ground, so we've really gone for it. So we want to make it an enjoyable day for Bury fans coming across. We want to put a bit of a show on, if you like, and hopefully they'll come again. Bury might have an away game. Might think, you know what, I'll go and watch Chadderton if I've got a bit of spare time. So fingers crossed Saturday it'll be a good day for the club. Hopefully we can beat you on the pitch, but that's another story. We just want a good day.
It's what it's all about. And going back to what you're saying about everybody pitching in when you were doing the renovations in the clubhouse, that's what it's all about at this level. It's not about people sat in dark, seedy boardrooms and closed off from the fans. You know, it's about everyone in it together. It's a community, and we do it right. There's no us and them. It's all just we are one thing, and that we've got that very much around our club. You'll see our chairman walking around with a high vis vest on, stewarding. You know, you'll see one of the other chairmen dishing out brews in hospitality. It's like, you know, it's all together. It's not, I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the game. It's like it is in league football. Do you know what I mean? The top brass sort of just sit and don't pitch in. So, you know, we're really enjoying the experience of being able to go on the journey and come and meet all these clubs that are doing the same thing that we can learn from as well, because it's all new to us, you know. Especially with us not having our own ground yet as well. We've not had to go through doing a bar or anything like that yet. So, but back to football, with 2021 being chalked off, as it were, just after our game. You know, it's been a bit crap for football past couple of years. What's it like being part of a management team though, going through that? Has it been, you know, what's that? Because obviously you can't get any momentum going, can you?
No, do you know what? I spoke to one of your guys last time at the ground on Boxing Day. I kind of said we are kind of a new team, a bit like Bury at the time. When we took the job on, we had probably 3 left from the existing squad. We had a massive WhatsApp group, so we kind of knew a few of the lads, so we retained what we got, and we brought quite a lot of players in from Manchester Premier League, really, Manchester Premier League, and lads who's got experience in the counties, who brought a few lads in from Prestwich and stuff. So we kind of built a new team, and we kind of felt like we were just gelling. When we played you guys on Boxing Day, we had a real good go, and we lost the game, but we felt like something were happening. We drew with Prestwich the week before, and then it all stopped. And we felt like we were getting the dressing room at the time. So we had to go again pre-season. We got a load of new trialists turned up. Anyway, the squad's really settled now. We feel like we've got about 20 within our squad. We've got a real togetherness now. For the first time, I feel like we've got a really good changing room. The lads are in it. The lads want to play for the club, and you can see that with the performance, some of the performances we've had. So we're really happy with where we're at. Like I say, it feels like our team now, whereas at first it'd be like, wow, where's all these players come from? So we're at a good level now. We need to keep developing, and we will do. We've got to be patient. You know, we don't have a budget, and we knew that anyway when we took the job, and so that don't bother us. We try to get the best out of players that we bring into the club. So yeah, we're dead pleased with how we're going. Dead pleased.
Talking about getting the best out of the players that you bring in, who is your one to watch? Who would you say to our fans, watch that lad?
Our skipper, Jordan Schofield, is a tremendous person on and off the pitch. He's a leader on the pitch.
Did he score against us?
No, he's a tall lad at the back. He played really well at your place in the last game. He got a lot of comments from your fans, actually. He's our club captain, and he leads by example. He's a tremendous footballer. Got a great attitude. He's got his defensive partner, Mark Ash. We picked him up from the Manchester League, and he just come on like leaps and bounds. You know, different levels now. You won't think he was the same player. Across the back, we've got a good mix with Dom and Mali, who rotate a little bit. We've got our wing backs, Harry Dean, who will play right, and Joe, who will play left. And these are lads, young lads. Jordan's in his early 30s, but the rest of them are relatively young. Mark Ash. But the lads are sort of like, it's new experience playing in counties. And he took to it really well. And we get a lot of approaches, 7 days approaches from other clubs trying to take them off us. And we can't really do a lot about that. But to be fair to them, they've been really loyal. And they stuck with us because they're enjoying the football, and that's the reason why they stuck with us. They could have gone and got 40, 50 quid somewhere else, but they're not bothered. They're not bothered. Next season, they might get their heads turned and they might go. And we never stop playing. We never force anyone to stay at the club if they think it's right for them. We'll say good luck, and we'll always welcome them back if it don't work out. So yeah, we've got a nice mix. We've got a nice mix. We keep the ball on the ground. We try to move the ball about. We don't score a great deal of goals. You'll gather that off the league table. But we don't give a lot away as well. So, we defend well. We attack well, but we probably one criticism: we don't score enough goals. We do create chances. So it's been scoring more recently because we've been being a bit more attack minded. But yeah, that's where we're at. So we've got some little gems in our teams. You say when people put 7 days in, that's because we're developing them as young players, and we're proud of that. We don't like to lose them, but we lose one or two every now and again. Lost one this season. Lost Jack Worrell. He went to Colne, so that was a really good step for him.
Step up.
And there was no way we were going to turn that down. It's a good step up, that. But yeah, we're happy. We've got Aaron Scholes, very good potential. Ethan Sutcliffe, very good potential. We've got good young players in the team, but we've got to protect them because teams above try and take them off us. Unfortunately, that's the name of the game. Until we can start paying as a club at Chadderton, which is probably a little bit off yet, we've got to just keep developing and bringing people through the reserves and the EDS and stuff like that. So,
but it's good that
we do all right. We do all right. We're happy.
Keep quite a tight squad, like some clubs. You look at the counties when they post out the these have used that many players, these have used that many players, and there's some that are in the 40s, nearly the 50 players. It's like, how do you get any momentum using 50 players? And it's balmy. Some don't have the look. Like,
it's not fair on the lads.
No, I mean, some don't have the look. I think it was St Martin lost 13 players in a week. For some reason, I don't know what the politics was behind it or anything. So they had to bring in like a new squad, and they've not fared very well this season. It's not been a great season for them. But other clubs that are just, and I won't name any because it's not fair, but other clubs that lose and then go and sign 2 or 3 players because they've lost, it's not a good look, is it? It's and like you say, it's not fair for lads might go and sign for these clubs and never get a game. It's, But anyway, let's get back to Saturday. What time does the clubhouse open for our travelling?
So the gate's going to open at 1 o'clock. You're hard. 1 o'clock. The gates will open at 1 o'clock. We're not anticipating them coming in at 12 o'clock. So we'll be ready then.
For those eager few, I do know some that go and get breakfast in Witherspoons at 9 o'clock before they travel. Where's good local? Where would you direct them to?
There's one right next to the ground, next to Asda. Do you know what? I passed it 1,000 times and I can't think what it's called. It's literally just off Middleton Road. They'll see it as they come. They can't miss it coming into the ground. So there's a pub there if they want to get in there for 12, and then the gates will open at 1.
And I'm sure because obviously they'll have seen your clubhouse because we're retweeting your posts and about the bar and things like that. Brilliant. So they'll hopefully come in. I've got one last question for you. If you could say one thing to those that haven't been to watch the local non-league side to convince them to come and give it a go, doesn't have to be this match, it can be any match, what would you say to them?
I think non-league's got a better feel about it now. The clubs are really welcoming. The hospitality is good. And you know what? The standard of football is decent as well. So I went to City the other week and I was bored out of my head against the Brentford game. It just wasn't, there was nothing there. And I've been a City fan all my life. I just didn't enjoy it. It just didn't excite me. I've got 3 of my mates who I've not seen for a few years coming Saturday. They said, get some tickets. They're all Blues. They follow City home and away. They're coming to Chadderton Saturday because I've said, come down, have a look. It's a good game for them to come to because we're playing Bury, obviously. But non-league's exciting. The crowds are getting better. There's a lot more going on from at the grounds now. And like I say, the hospitality, probably at your place. And in Chadderton is excellent. So why not come down and support a local team? Yeah, that's it really.
That's excellent. You can't say much more. Huge thanks to Mark for coming on the show and telling us all about Chadderton FC this evening. Can't wait to meet you on Saturday. Talking about Saturday, if you want tickets, there will be a link in the description of this video. Come along, cheer the lads on. It's been ages since we've had a league game. What else can I say? Get on the shop, get your berry gear, get it now, get it while it's hot. I'm going to go. I'm Jonny, and I will see you soon.